Howdy, 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 my beautiful Cancer. How are you doing today, darling? Let's get into your weekly tarot reading, Cancer, for September going into October, darling. See what's going to be happening in your life today, all right? When it comes to receiving tarot readings on YouTube, all right, be sure to check out just more than your one zodiac sign, Cancer. Check out your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus sign. In the top right-hand corner of your screen, I'll leave a link to my monthly pick-a-card tarot reading. All right, you might enjoy that, and let me know in the comments below how it resonates with you. All that being said, Cancer, let's begin your tarot reading here today with the back of the deck energy. Let me know how this resonates in the comments. Ten of Swords here. All right, I love the Ten of Swords in this deck here, Cancer. I know you might initially see this if you're familiar with tarot and you're just like, ooh, Velka, I don't know if I want to claim this energy, darling, today. But I promise you, you do today, Cancer, all right? Because you'll notice in the illustration of this deck, all right, this is a Light Seers Tarot deck. The Ten of Swords represents an individual who, you'll notice the sun coming up, all right? And you, for those that do know tarot, the sun represents clarity. It represents things being revealed to you. It represents the best card in the tarot deck. It represents happiness, abundance, fertility, like all the beautiful things. And so to have this Ten of Swords, this represents that you're closing out on an extremely difficult cycle that you've been going through in some facet of your life here. All right, the sun is starting to touch your skin and to remove that dark heaviness there. All right, I'm not a mental health professional, darling, all right, but I also see the sense of like, I see this really more so where it's like your mental health really improving as well. Tens represents closures to cycles as well, Cancer. All right, so a lot of things symbolizing to you of where it's like no longer dealing with a rough period. You might have had for a while, Scorpio. I'm calling you Scorpio now because I looked at this devil energy. I'm like, oh, maybe you're dealing with a crazy evil Scorpio. Cancer. You may, I feel as if part of like what made you into that Ten of Swords experience was unlucky connections. Connections that ended up screwing you over. You might have been a little bit too patient, I feel, when it comes to people in your life. All right, you know, I get that message where it's just like, oh, I'm never going to deal with that type of person again, right? Never going to allow certain things accessing my energy anymore. A message that I see coming in for you here, Cancer. Again, I wanted to call you Scorpio, so it's really interesting. You might be having I was going to be saying, I get like this sense, especially when I look at this Page of Cups energy, new connections entering your life here. I get like this sense here, Cancer, of where it's people are going to be putting a lot more effort in to trying to become your friend, trying to get to know you, Cancer. So I kind of see you initially being like, girl, why are you talking to me? Like, what do you want, right? That's how I see your energy initially as, because you were just so used to dealing with people that want literally a handout, right? You see this devil energy, their hand is out, controlling, right? And so I want to just caution you, Cancer, in that, where it's like, allow people to reach you, allow people to connect with you, not to give access, all right? Because I feel like it's really important for you to maintain the protective, like whatever protective measures that you've taken so people can't hurt you in the way that they did from previously here with that Ten of Swords. But I feel like Spirit's saying, it's just like, hey, be prepared for this new energy coming in. Now, we could also talk about with that Page of Cups. Page of Cups can represent new opportunities coming forward to you as well. All right, so especially if this is not about people and opportunities and just your life in general, you know, you might have been going through like a hard point in time in your life, keeping your head above water. You've been staying patient as the Temperance energy there. Page of Cups would then be talking about have some patience here. Whatever is that devil in your life, the devil could be your bills, okay? Whatever that devil is going to be taken care of with this new opportunity, with this cup being offered to you. You'll look at the card closer here, Cancer, and you'll see right above my nail where it's like astral hands, spiritual hands. So it can represent that sense of a soulmate, but also I more so see this as just like Spirit trying to hand it to you, trying to give you this blessing. Even so, let's look deeper into this here, Cancer, and you'll see a pig at the top right hand corner, and you might be sitting there, Velka, and be like, girl, you trying to call me a pig? Am I gonna have a pig? Am I gonna be eating a pig roast or something? No, can't. I mean, you could be, honey, but the pig represents in some cultures this sense of abundance and just beauty, and just the pig has a lot of beautiful, abundant associations with it. Even in the clarifying deck, by the way, Cancer, because I don't even know these cards yet. I haven't even looked at them. The clarifying deck for this row is the Page of Cups, and I just now noticed it when I was about to be shifting it over. All right, so definitely some new energies coming in, which is such a beautiful setup when you think about it, Cancer, because Ten of Swords, right, that closing of a cycle, Pages represents new energy. So this is so, it feels as if everything in your life has been going by some type of script, like you're involved in some type of play that you're not aware of. Wow. Cancer, darling, honey, look at these cards. Look at these. Oh my God, Cancer, this is gonna be an insane reading for you. Like, what? You see that, sun? You see it? Remember what I was saying at the very beginning, Cancer? With this sun, all right? You know that I'm not just being optimistic to be optimistic now, Cancer, don't you, darling? Hello? You get the Sun card. You get the Empress. You get the King of Swords coming in here, all right? So confirming what I was already saying beforehand, Cancer, if you didn't believe me the first time, darling, this sun is coming back out and just like, hey, you thought you weren't gonna have your happy period? Guess what? We're gonna give you that Empress energy. What does the Empress represent? It's not your associated with your zodiac sign, Cancer, but this is your energy. I feel like right now you are the Empress storyline of where sometimes the Empress, she's very connected with the world around her. I just pulled everyone besides the Empress. Sometimes, Cancer, the Empress has to deal with some life building moments, character building moments to create something beautiful. So very much so, I'm not going to go into the whole corny storyline, Cancer, where it's just like you're about to be a phoenix that's rising from the ashes, darling. Yeah, you know, we'll save it for later, save it for another tarot reader, right? But I see you truly knowing so much more about yourself. When I see this King of Swords, you're a lot wiser through the experiences that you've been put through recently. All right. And I'm not going to sit here and say, Cancer is like, oh yeah, be positive, be grateful for that Ten of Swords, that period of time where you were screwed over and had to go through that pain and what have you. But what I can tell you, I always say with my clients in my private readings, Cancer, it's one thing to go through some pain, right? Because it sucks. It never feels good. That's why it's called pain. But if you can understand the purpose to that pain, it feels a little bit better. Still hurts, you still might have that scar, Cancer, but it doesn't feel as personal. You're able to understand it better, right? When you get a shot from the doctor, right? You go into it knowing that it's like, oh, I'm about to be getting this shot here. But then afterwards, depending on the type of shot, honey, that shot can be making you feel real good. That shot can be making you feel real numb. All right. It's that sense of where it takes away the pain. You understand what I'm trying to say, Cancer, right? I don't need to be fumbling with my words too much longer with that. All right. So please understand that your story is getting so much better. It is not because I'm trying to just be another spiritual guru person saying just like, oh, life gets better, just be grateful, Cancer, right? Got enough of those people around. But I'm saying your story gets better due to your cards. And if you don't believe me, you can Google these card meanings yourself, all right? These tarot readings are collaborative, darling. I don't have some special gift, darling, all right? You could be doing this too. You could translate these cards just as easily. Let's get into your social life right now, Cancer. What does your social life be looking like currently? All right, could be romantic, platonic, someone you know, someone you don't know. Let's take a look at this energy. What does Spirit want to bring forth to you right now? Nine of Wands, King of Cups, the Star energy. Interesting. We have that Star energy coming in under your Page of Cups. You'll want to know why. We'll talk about this more because you'll remember, because I noted something earlier. King of Wands in the back of the deck energy. So first things first, I feel like we're tapping into an energy that's not here yet, Cancer. All right, first things first. I feel like this is someone that is coming into your life here. And I feel as if this is in response to you going out more. All right. Yeah, I see, because we were talking about with that 10 of swords, remember, Cancer, right? Whereas like you might have been, I feel like your mental issues are improving. And so when your mental issues improve, what usually happens, you end up going out more. You feel better to go out more. Like I feel like you're grabbing more attention in your future here, Cancer. All right. And that attention brings forth someone watching from a distance. Now I know you might see this, Cancer, and you're just like, oh, Velka, I know who it is. It's not a Scorpio like you've been trying to call us this entire time. It's a Leo. No, darling. All right. I mean, it could be, right? But I personally translate the lion as someone that, the lion is what they call like the king of the savannah or something like that. King of whatever, something, honey, king of something. And you'll notice because I call this is who you are currently, even though this is fiery energy, go along with it. You have your crown leading with some type of passion with that wand there, right? You are feeling empowered. Your posture is good, darling. Yes. Like you're feeling good. You're snatched, honey. You're in your own power. This person's in their own power, in their own lane. So you're attracting a powerhouse type of energy here in the coming days. Now, don't make this about romance, darling. All right. If you feel like it's romance, then who am I to say, darling? All right. I will flat out say that there's no romance cards in here for me to say that. All right. But also take note, Cancer, I could be just having a bias because I don't like to have my tarot readings just be about romance. So what type of connection it's going to be different for all of you guys, because I guarantee you I have some married Cancers in here. I have some divorced ones, singles, asexuals, honey. So I don't like to put meaning to those type of things. That's y'all's business. All right. So this is a new connection coming in. King of Cups coming in here as well, complementing this energy very much so. As I said earlier, Cancer, right? It's like you're attracting someone that's in their own lane, but in their own power. They have their own crown as well, right? And so King of Cups here, by the way, that Cups water energy. So Scorpio's a water sign, by the way. No, I move. You see me reaching. Now I'm just human. Sometimes I mess up. Cancer, you have this Aquarius energy here and this Nine of Wands. Now, take note from earlier, Cancer. You might be like, Velka, let's talk about why you were freaking out earlier with this star energy being under your Page of Cups. Remember how I pointed this out with the astral hands? Right, where it's like I believe I said it could be spirits giving to you, like if this Page of Cups is a person, like a soulmate or a twin flame or something. I always associate the star card as like having some type of spiritual significance in your life, whatever it is. If it's an opportunity, I would associate it more so as like your soul's calling. If it's a person, someone in your spiritual tribe, your soul tribe, right? So definitely I feel like in your social life here, your path is going to be aligning with someone that is, I'm not going to say soulmate, but someone that complements your energy. Very much so here. Someone that really complements your energy. Let's expound on this let's expound on all of this here. I'm curious about this Nine of Wands the most. Where is this Nine of Wands play off of in this tarot reading? Four of Cups coming in here. The Moon energy. You might be having this sense of wanting to give up, Cancer, on connections in general. Like you might be just like, you might be like right now, Velka, I don't want to talk to people. All right. Peace and love, but I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to have a social life for the rest of this year, what have you. Right. In this message here, how these cards play off is this sense of like, don't miss this opportunity. All right. By you ignoring some type of cup, you'll take note. Again, the spiritual hand coming in here. Once again, handing that cup to you. Arms are crossed, eyes are closed. You're closed off because you're basing this cup off of your current situation, which are all empty. All right. You can't be judging people coming into your life in the future and referencing them as the people that you met in your past. It doesn't make sense when you think about it. All right. And so that's how I see this energy as here for you, where it's just like Spirit doesn't want you to miss out on this connection here. Even in the Moon card. All right. The Moon has that yin and yang complementary energy, but in the Moon card right here, you have two, I believe they're wolves or coyotes or something like that, right? So again, this sense of like equal power, this sense of like someone else that complements your energy more so than like, you get the point, Cancer. So let's go to your oracle cards today. I've been loving your energy today here, Cancer. It's been such a joy to connect with. And y'all got how many? Y'all got 3 moon oracle cards coming out here. Be proud of yourself, Cancer. All right. Sometimes we can get too lost in our shadow work or personal development that we don't stop and smell the roses and stop and admire our progression in life, because we're just so used to having to be, on to the next thing. Let's work on the next, to the next, to the next. Assessing the situation, first quarter moon in Virgo. All right. And then right after that, Cancer, not y'all being clocked here, darling. Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Assess the situation and lighten up. Essentially telling you, Cancer, being like, darling, assess the situation. Are these people showing the same red flags as your people in the past? No? Are these the same people? Are you meeting the same person in the same trailer trash dump or in the same bar that you met that toxic person in the past that you just are now getting over? 10 of Swords, double energy, right? The answer is no. If they're not the same family member, if they're not by blood, then stop referencing, lighten up. All right. Because Spirit's trying to hand you something and you're just like, oh, no. I don't take drinks from strangers. I don't, I had that one bad experience once, and Spirit's literally sitting there just like, darling, we are not, you took a drink from a stranger from the back alley, darling. You can't be referencing that. And, all right. I'm just playing. I'm having a good time with y'all's energy. Let's continue on here, Cancer, with your oracle cards. Skybridge. All right, darling. All right. You can't make this up here, Cancer. All right. Number 47 equaling to 11 in numerology, which is representative of the star card. All right. Because the star card, while it's not associated with the number 11, it's associated with 17, actually. But 1111 is making a wish. The Aquarius star energy is also associated with making a wish when you wish upon a star. All right. Possibility for union, Cancer. Possibility for union. All right. Do we even need to talk about this any deeper? Do you get the point? Yes. All right. We don't need to waste your time any further here. All right. And be sure to acknowledge the 11 as your number this week. And then overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. All right. So what is going to be coming to you? What is the bridge of energy that's coming your way? Is of overwhelm and plenty. It's not coming in as a sense of challenges, obstacles, darling. So keep your head up. Don't take life so seriously. And then just lighten up. All right, lighten up. Did we do more? No, we haven't done an animal oracle card for you. Let's continue on here. Honeybee. Ooh. So let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Let compassion and forgiveness be the top priority in this situation. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you to forgive whoever put you in that state of that 10 of Swords, Cancer. All right. Because first of all, it's not my business. Second of all, who the hell am I to tell you how to handle your healing journey? It's very different for everybody. All right. But I feel like this is more so a message where it's just like, not to forgive, but to move on, so you're not taking that baggage with you in the future and impacting future relationships. All right, let's do your mantra for the week here, Cancer. You have I let go. Ooh, Cancer. All right, darling. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Holy crap. What? What? Cancer, this is why I love oracle cards, because they just really confirm my intuition on things. Can we acknowledge how this fits so perfectly? I'm genuine. Like, you know how there's like always in like every tarot reader, including me, has like those clickbait titles sometimes where it's just like, oh, goosebumps, and it's just speechless. Da, 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 da. And, no shade. Don't hate the player, hate the game, right? But it's the sense. Literally, I don't know what else to say with this, Cancer. Like, this is really cool to me. Like, I'm geeking out from this. This is, I don't know. I'm not going to waste your time anymore. I feel like we don't need to unpack this. You understand it. All right, Cancer, you understand. If you know, you know. I love you so much, darling. Take this tarot reading with you and allow it to guide you into October. This was such a pleasure in doing. Thank you so much. Let me know if how you feel after this reading as well. I don't know if I'm just like geeking out just because I'm a geek, or like if other people understand like how crazy that energy like this is. I don't know. I love you. Bye, Cancer.